Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6, Episode 19. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Previously on Tyler Perry's Sistas. Basically, Gary is leading a double life after the triple life that he had, okay? Pregnant Penelope is on the scene, and it is on. Do y'all hear me? My girls hold me down. Them boys mess around. Honey, they are messing around, okay? They messing around. So when the episode first opens up, y'all know she overheard them talking, right? Or basically Dani talking, saying that they needed to tell her what was going on. So she overheard them, and she's like, what's going on? Tell me, what is happening? What is going on? Tell me. Here go Andi. Talk to your fiance. The way that Andi pisses me off with that little look that she does, looking like, I don't know what I should do. Girl, speak. I'm happy that Dani said something. So she tells her that Andi and Gary have been together for years. So Penelope breaking down, she crying. She's like, please just tell me, please, please, please tell me what's going on. Want somebody, please, please tell me what's wrong. You're just a fool. You know you're in love. You know you love him. You can't understand why he treats you like you do, and he's such a good man. Honey, it was giving Tina. I said, please tell this woman exactly what the hell is going on, acting crazy. She begging Andi to tell her while Andi's standing there like a deer caught in headlights. Ma'am, speak your speech. Tell the damn woman what is going on. She is in distress. So Andi finally says, you want to know? Now she want to know. She's like, we're in love. And I thought we had something really special. And that I would be where you are and have what you have. What exactly does she have that you didn't get besides a baby? He giving y'all both the same exact damn life. She got an apartment, you got a penthouse. She got a Toyota Prius, you got a Rolls Royce. She got a baby, and you over here talking to Karen with that flat washboard stomach. What exactly did she get that you didn't get? And both of y'all got Gary. I wouldn't want nothing that she has. Like, it's giving good for you. Thank God I dodged a bullet. Like, girl, say what now? So she's telling her that it didn't work, so she ended it. Penelope wants to know when, and Andi says about a week ago. So Penelope is finding out that she's pregnant, and Gary asked Andi to marry her. So then Dani points out, because we cannot leave this out, Dani points out that it's the same damn ring that he proposed to Andi with. When I tell you Gary is the most trifling, nasty, low-down son of a... Okay? Gary's so trifling. He was talking to Andi in the house with Penelope, because Penelope was like, you know what? He was talking to someone named Andi, and he said it was a guy that works with him. Here goes Sabrina. Does she think you work with him? Sabrina. As Maurice would say, Sabrina. They only give you a few lines, honey. So you thought to say, does she think you work together? We don't care. Even if she does, that's beside the damn point. The woman is wearing a recycled ring. Okay? So right now, what we need to focus on is why Andi and her little twist are not telling this woman what's going on. I have to say this, though. This is a side note. Penelope, you are a great actress, baby. When I tell you she was acting that damn scene, baby, I start feeling sad. Because here's a story time that's really a story time, but a little snippet of a story time. When I was pregnant, I was a Penelope, y'all. I really was. But the whole difference was I was married to him. So actually, I was a Jasmine, and I should have shot his ass with some rubber bullets. But I didn't. But I was going through the exact same thing. Someone coming to me woman to woman. And when Penelope was acting in this scene, honey, I felt that it was so real. This is sad but true. And it happens more often than not. Child, it's an epidemic. It's really sad. So they're trying to calm her down, trying to touch her stomach. She's like, don't touch me. Do not damn touch me. And I don't blame her. Don't put your damn hands on me. Y'all done came and put me under distress. Honey, Gary is a whole clown. And I don't know what kind of juju y'all gonna put all over my stomach. But don't touch me. So the men come back inside all oblivious talking about, well, we don't have steak, but we do have ribs. Baby, y'all need to throw Gary's ass on the grill. Because right now he finna go up in flames. So Jordan is like, what's going on? Somebody get to talking right now. So Jordan just standing there looking crazy. Dani said, why don't we ask Gary to speak? Gary, would you like to come in front of the class? So Gary's standing there acting like the cat got his tongue. Can we, what's going on? Can we go somewhere and talk? Dani said, you better speak. And you better speak right damn now before I tell her, and you are not gonna like what I gotta say. So he trying to go somewhere private so he can get ready to lie. Dani said, nah, that's that bullshit, okay? You gonna do it right here so that we know that you are telling the truth. Spill it, bruh. Say it. He said, Dani, weren't you getting ready to leave? All of a sudden, Dani couldn't take it no more. When I tell y'all, when she kneeled down and said, mama say, mama, when I tell y'all when I tell y'all Dani went down to them knees, I said, woo, spill it, sis. Dani said, listen, he was with Penelope and Andi at the same damn time, bought apartments and Rolls Royces at the same damn time, He was with them both at the same damn time. She was telling it all. You know that Rolls Royce? He bought that Rolls Royce. He bought Andi a penthouse and bought your sister an apartment. He bought this over here and he did that over there. He has been with the both of them for years. Woo! Cars, penthouses, and pregnancies. Okay, that should have been the title of this episode. So now that Dani has gotten that off of her chest, Jordan is like, how long ago was this? So Dani tells him 2 months ago. Jordan just lost it. But I mean, he ain't really lose it too much for me. He ain't try to get at him enough for me. Because I would have steamrolled Gary. Do you hear me? They barely holding him back. And Rich, why are you holding everybody back? You and your beanie. Back up. Well, baby, when Rich was trying to hold Jordan back, Tony the Tiger did great. When I tell y'all Tony came out, he said, we let you in our circle, bruh. As men, we don't do that. Boys do. We honor ourselves as men. So, baby, he madder than Jordan. Yes, Tony, get him. Rich, on the other hand, Sabrina, is looking like another fool. You might as well stick with Calvin and his lace draws. Please leave Rich alone. Talking about, you need to let them handle it. No, we don't. Tony said, I should take my belt off and whoop your ass. The whole time, Dani yelling, whoop him, whoop that ass. And in my mind, I'm over here, whoop that trick, honey. We all hollering, whoop him. So Tony is looking crazy because he trying to whoop him. Dani hollering in the background. I said, not Dani done met her match. Not Dani and Tony being the same dang on person. Baby, this right here is a fool. Rich steady trying to hold back Jordan. Honey, he ain't gonna bust a grape. He's scared of everything. I'm scared to fight. I'm scared to talk. I'm scared to text. I'm scared to dance. He just scared of every damn thing. So Gary up there with these crocodile tears, he starts moving in closer. Pernell. Not Pernell. You so damn lazy you can't even say Penelope. Talking about some Pernell. Anyway, so he gonna go up to her with them crocodile tears in his eyes talking about, let's go talk. But baby, what he said next. I said, boy, these ninjas will really try you. So then he starts to say, I only love you, Penelope. Yes, I was seeing her. She doesn't matter. I never loved her. She means nothing. She is nothing. I mean, I never loved her. She was a side piece. She's not even marriage material. And I mean, y'all, he is boo-hoo crying. The way in which I would have quietly walked to the kitchen to retrieve a frying pan. This is a Tyler Perry production. And I would have channeled my Medea and boing, yoing, 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 yoing. When I tell you that head would have had little Tweety birds around it when I got damn done with Gary, and I don't condone violence, but baby, you will not play in my damn face. Let's just run down all the things that he has done to this woman that is not marriage material. You have the FBI investigating her. You caused her to miss out on several different relationships. You took her out in the middle of Timbuktu and left her there only for her to have to be retrieved with no cell phone. You tried to crush her damn ribs. You manipulated her by getting in a car and driving at the speed of light, calling Aaron, who's attached to Karen, who's supposed to be some type of mentor for you. And then outside of that, you moved her entire apartment to a penthouse in the sky and did not consult her once because you wanted to make sure that you could keep an eye on her. You have manipulated her. You have gaslit her to oblivion. And not to mention that you were getting freaky deaky with the sex therapist inside of her home. Oh, but Andi, let me get on you, honey, because Scary Gary, and shout out to me. I see a lot of y'all saying Scary Gary out there in the sister sphere. I love it. Scary Gary would not have any ammunition had you not cheated or helped him to cheat on his damn wife. So now you are reaping what you sowed. You knew he was with Jasmine. You knew it. And you decided to carry on with him. And Gary, I do not know how you had time for 3 different relationships. And where are your damn kids? Everybody is just acting like Jasmine didn't exist. She went to jail, never to return. Did she get life? Oh, how did I get life? I gotta call Casey and JoJo and them. How did she get life? Where's Jasmine? They were rubber bullets. Where is Jasmine? Where are your children? Where are they? Child, this is just crazy. Oh, honey, and the way that Andi was just sitting there listening. There is no way I could have listened. But you know what, Andi? The reason why he's doing that and saying that is because you pissed him off by blowing up his spot. See, you know Gary, and you want to continue to know Gary. So you knew that you were not going to be able to tell Penelope exactly who he is and what he is because you want to talk to Gary in private, hoping that he would tell you something that made sense enough for you to stick around. But Dani, her and her pink patent leather pumps, decided, you know what? We're not going to do this. So I'm going to tell her everything. And so since Dani blew up your spot, now Gary is in his little feelings because that's what he does. And now he's standing in your face, talking to Penelope and making you feel less than. That's crazy. So Dani is telling Jordan what he said about Andi is all lies. They were in a relationship. They were in love. Gary is sickening. It's not enough furniture moving for me. My brother's going to step behind me every time. You would not just stand there and lie in my face and cry too. It wouldn't even been no talking. 911 would have been called. I mean, I'm not proud of it, but baby, get the law on the line. Andi, I hope you were listening to every last word because that's the way he really feels about you. So Andi is looking around to Sabrina and Dani the whole time. Gary and these crocodile tears are crying. Penelope crying and he lying. And Dani trying not to say another damn word because she already knows she gonna go off. Andi was getting ready to leave. So Jordan asked if Andi knew. She said, no, I didn't know. Child, she trying to run behind Gary. Andi, stay. Okay, you don't need to leave so soon. Hoping to catch him in the damn hallway. I know an Andi. Girl, let it go. So they kicked Gary out and the sisters leave behind him. The hurt that she feels, I know it all too well. It's like you can't even catch your breath. It feels like somebody just gut punched you with a baby. And it's really giving Jordan sparks. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. I mean, it really just takes something out of you. It's too much. It is just too much. Moving forward. In the next scene, Maurice is out having the time of his life. He's going down to the empty bank and trust to get his job back in the morning. Side note, that party looked live as hell. I said, I need to be in that place. Baby, they was having a good old outside party. I said, okay, Maurice, with a change of scenery. So then a gentleman walks up to introduce himself to Maurice. I don't trust it. Talking about he know him from the bank. Were you involved in the robbery? I'm sorry, I don't trust nobody after Q. I don't know if his name was Quentin or not, but I don't trust nobody after Q. A Quartavius. He looked like a Quartavius. I don't trust nobody after Quartavius. So he was on his Alicia Keys. You don't know my name. Honey, sit up and they're talking about, I seen you and I didn't want to say anything. But remember when Alicia Keys did that video for You Don't Know My Name? She out in the coffee shop stalking that man and she was his waitress and he didn't know who she was, but she knew who he was. That's what this was giving. He wants to get to know Maurice. So he gonna say, you want to get out of here? You want to leave? I kind of like, walks in the park. After dark? So you are not taking me on no walk in no damn Piedmont Park after dark. Sir, what is wrong with you? Since Maurice got his right mind, he was like, what? No. Why do I have to go to the park? I don't be doing no walking. Honey, I know that's right. He was like, well, give me your number. So then he gonna say, do you have a pen and paper? I'm with Maurice. Maurice said, what year is this? If you don't pull out your phone, we have cellular devices, social media, pen and paper. This led me to believe that he had been locked up and now he behind the times, honey, because what do you need a pen and a paper for? I ain't heard a pen and a paper since 1997. We stopped using pens and papers when cash money was taken over for the 99 and the 2000s, and the minutes wasn't free until after 7. So I'm just trying to figure out what possessed you to ask for a pen and paper at your millennial age. And say, what now? If you don't pull out your phone, is it turned off? Because why didn't you use your phone? Okay, Maurice, I see you. Okay, I mean, he came over, he talking and whatnot, but don't get caught up like you did with Q. So he leaves after being awkward. And child, the friend comes over and Maurice is like, please help me because I want him so bad. Maurice, see, that's your problem. That is your issue. Don't trust them because they can't be trusted. In the next scene, child, they on the way home. So they all in the car, Andi looking out the window. I know she toe up on the inside. Do you hear me? Toe up. So Dani is like, I just cannot believe him. I cannot believe what just happened. So she talking. And Sabrina's like, girl, relax. She's hurt. Look at her. Like, just stop for a second. Let's just sit in silence. Let's just go home. Now, Dani don't want to go home. Now, Dani, let me get on you because I like you. But you doing all that talking. You need to go home and talk to Preston. You sitting in here with your new boo, okay, your twin flame of it all, and you forgot you got a whole man sitting at home recovering from locking the damn stove with his mind. Go home and talk to your man, the one that you dismissed out in that parking lot when you and Macaroni Tony were flirting. Go home and talk to your man. Spill it, just like you did with Gary. Talking about you scared to go home. You ain't scared to confront Andy's problems. So Sabrina is like, no, girl, we need to take you home. So Dani calls up Karen. Hello? Hey, girl, what you doing? Nothing. You not doing nothing? Oh, okay, so we about to come over there. No, we're not. We're going home, Karen. Karen was like, are you sure? No, I'm just kidding. But Karen was like, why y'all don't want to stop by here? Like, what's going on? Why y'all don't want to stop by here? Baby, Sabrina ain't got enough gas. She ain't worked in months, okay? We just not getting her back to the empty bank and trust after she got out of jail. So we ain't got enough gas. Sabrina ends up saying, okay, it's all right. We'll go over to Karen's house. So they tell her they're about 15 minutes away. I almost forgot about Karen, honey. It's been wrapped up, so much stuff has been going on. I forgot all about the other sister. In the next scene, Fatima is at the house. So Fatima is sleeping, but not really. But Zach can't sleep. So she sits up to check on him because he's worried about his son. He's worried, so now they're sitting up together. He wants the morning to hurry up and come like a kid on Christmas Eve. He's like, I'm ready to get down to my damn child. He really is wanting to make sure that his son is okay. So then he starts telling Fatima, it was only 5 minutes. Like, I was drunk. I had just got done with Karen. We were doing that whole off again, on again thing. We broke up. I just wanted to feel good. So I went to the boom boom room with $20. And Fatima is like, so you just went in raw? I know that's right, honey. Not the $20 in the champagne room. He don't even remember nothing. He's telling Fatima, babe, I don't even remember what went down. I just remember my boys telling me it was time to go. Now, me personally, I really don't think that he's the father. He probably didn't even really have sex with her. She just pinned it on him because she thought he was fine. I'm not trusting that stripper as far as I can throw her. I think that that's not his son. So Fatima's like, look, why don't you just hold me until you fall asleep? So Zach gets behind her. He holds her and he's like, I don't know how I got you, but I'm just thankful that I do. I know that's right. Back on the other side of town, child, they done threw Hayden back on my screen. So Gary pops up at his house knocking on the door like the cops, unannounced. He be sunning Hayden. It is no way that I would let Gary come to my house in the middle of the damn night and sun me. Absolutely no way. So he starts telling Hayden what went down. And Hayden is like, just tell Andi that you don't care about the girl. Oh, he can't do that because he just got through telling Penelope that he don't care about Andi. So there's no way for him to do that. So Gary was like, yeah, that's the dilemma. She's pregnant. He's like, what? Yeah, I mean, I like her. I like Andi, but I love Penelope. Well, if that's the case, then why are you still stalking Andi? And you know what? I just answered my own question in my mind. Scratch that from the record, please. The reason why is because you like control. You are one of those people, one of those men who I don't want you, but I don't want anyone else to have you, just in case I might want you again. So you put her up in that penthouse. You bought her that Rolls Royce. You watch her from your office. You do everything that you can to control Andi, because at the end of the day, in case things don't work out over here or with the other 11 women you got, you know that Andi is weak and she will take you back. So don't even worry about it. And he talking about that he only likes Andi. If that's what Andi gets for likes, I hate to see what she got if he hated her. So Hayden is telling him, dude, you got to make a choice. Like, you can't be doing this to both of them. You have to make a choice. Child, it's a cold day when Hayden is the voice of reason. Moving forward. I don't know how Hayden can be Gary's friend. I really don't. He treats him like crap. I wouldn't even open my door, but that's just me. In the next scene, they make it to Karen's house. Everybody walking in looking crazy. Andi is looking like a zombie. Karen wants to know what went down. Ain't nobody talking. Y'all, please speak now or forever hold your peace. So Dani and Andi are fussing because Andi feels like Dani is throwing it in her face. And Dani is like, I'm not. I'm just saying exactly what's going on. She said, you know what? I'm just going to sit back and be quiet. And they always do Dani like that. So Dani, just sit on back. You did what you had to do. Everything is out in the open. So let's see what happens. She's just mad because she knows she's going to run back over there to Gary. So Karen is like, are y'all going to tell me what happened or what? So Andi starts to tell her what went down. Gary's sorry ass did everything that he could to hurt Andi tonight. So Karen is like, I knew I didn't like him for some reason. I told y'all. Sabrina was like, yep, you sure did. You be knowing. This scene right here reminded me of me and my 3 best friends back in college. This is exactly what would happen. And sadly, y'all, I was sometimes the Andi. I was sometimes the Andi, and I was sometimes the Dani. I was never the Karen, and I sure was never the Sabrina, because I was not going to be looking crazy and confused. But when something would happen, it would always be like 3 of us would be together, and then one, she would be at home, and then we would have to go and tell her what went down. Or sometimes I would be at home, and then the other 3 would come to me, and it was like a confession session, and we would just talk about what was going on. So this scene really made me miss that friendship. But then I snapped back to reality and realized how them heifers did me, and I'm good. Moving forward. So then she told Karen how he told Penelope that she wasn't marriage material and that she meant nothing. So they're trying to tell her that he meant to hurt her, but don't listen to him because she is marriage material. You were marriage material at that mock photo shoot. She's wearing your ring. Girl, don't worry about Gary. He's strange, okay? He's a strange character. So Andi said, you know what? This is my karma. Because he was married when he met me. That's my karma. Now, Andi, I don't agree with you about much, but I agree. You cannot put that out there and not eventually get it back. I'm sorry. I know the people probably gonna get mad, but baby, I've been saying it. I can't feel too sorry for you, Andi, because you knew the man was married. So Sabrina tries to help by saying Gary told her that he was getting a divorce. Sabrina, let me stop you right damn now. Andi is a divorce attorney. If anybody should have seen through the BS, it should have been her. And the way she was represented when Sistas first started was that she was this strong, wise, no nonsense divorce attorney that would take you to the cleaners. She was the attorney to go to in Atlanta. Now she's sitting here and you're telling her, well, he said he was getting a divorce. You didn't know. Absolutely not. Andi was like, no, I didn't know. You're right. Andi, I don't buy it. That man used to rush out of there in the morning to get back to his wife. Where did you think he was going? If he was getting a divorce, why are you rushing to get home? It shouldn't matter. It's over, right? So Dani was like, you don't get a pass for not knowing. You still did it. I know that's right, Dani. That's why they don't be wanting you to talk, girl. You keep it real. So Karen tells her, maybe you should just take a break like me. So Dani said, well, girl, you don't really have no choice. Okay, ain't you pregnant? Girl said, what now? You don't have a choice. Andi said, yeah, maybe I'll just take a break. Dani said, so you gonna let boy Gary stop you from getting to know Jordan? Ma'am, are you crazy? This is too messy. Why would I go and continue a relationship with a man whose sister is engaged and pregnant by my ex? Are there not any other men in Atlanta? And on top of that, she does not need to be getting involved with anybody. At this moment, she needs to chill. Like, there's no reason for her to be getting in a relationship. I was like, Dani, what are you talking about? Dani and Sabrina feels like she just needs to keep on trucking. Dani said, well, just take a break like Karen over here. Dani said, well, you do have to be on the bench for like 9 months. 7. Okay, well, tell us something good, honey. We found out that Karen is only 2 months pregnant. Well, child, hurry it up. Because it seems like you've been pregnant for 3 years. The baby should be Zach's baby's age. Honey, they should be twins at this point. Moving forward. So they're all sitting around and Karen's like, speaking of pregnancy, I ordered pizza. So Dani is trying to do anything to avoid going home. Sabrina is rushing home because I don't know why. I don't know exactly what's going on. Andi is looking crazy. Dani wants the pizza. The other 2 girls want to go home. Andi wants to go home and cry. That's what she want to do in hopes that Gary shows up, and she ain't fooling me. So they ended up leaving. And Karen is like, y'all don't want pizza? Girl, the one time you got food in the house, they don't want to stick around. In the next scene at Zach and Fatima's house, they get a call. It's Cheryl, the nosy neighbor. So she's telling Fatima that they need to get there quick because there's ambulances everywhere. So they jump up out of bed and they on their way. And that was the end of the episode. Tyler, this episode was good, but I really need to see what's going down with the baby. Why do we have to wait 3 episodes to see what's going on with this baby? So anywho, on the next episode, Zach and Fatima are going over to the apartment to see what the hell is going on with his son. And Dani finally has to talk to Preston. Preston, really get down to it, because it's something afoot. Okay? Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. I thought it was another good episode. Tyler, you are doing great, sweetie. Okay? Keep it up. Let's move on in. Only 2 more episodes left until the new writers come and 2 of your favorite characters are no longer on the screen. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.